So next up, I want to talk about mini combos, i.e. moves that just have a basic follow-up. Those usually go in the full combo video, but the more I think about it, and especially with this character, I think these are part of your basic toolkit. I think these are more important to remember. You don't have to memorize them all, and you probably never will, but being aware that they exist and being ready for them. Every time you're going to go for a while standing 3, remember you get that follow-up, right? No point in doing it if you're going to just forget to do the rest of it. Right? It's like going for a launcher. I'm going to do hop kick, but I'm just not going to do my combo, right? That'd be dumb. So I think these are very important. She has a ton of these built into strings and various points in the stances. All the variety of stuff she's harassing you with, little bits here and there can result in some free follow-up damage, and you got to know what they are. So the first set are the moves in this bounce state. Back on the ground, feet kicked up into the air for a second. There are 8 moves that result in this. While standing 3, down forward 3, 4. If you get the counter hit, that works. As long as the forward kick connects, you get this bound. Horse stance 3 on normal hit causes the bound. We talked about the wolf. It's a little hard to do at distance. 3, 1. Too far. There we go. As long as that 1 connects, you get that knockdown. Wolf 1 on its own, same thing, bound state. Back 1 without the heat mode. If you don't hold forward, you get that same knockdown just much further away. So if your heat mode is already expired and you land a back 1, you still get damage from it. So what an amazing move. You get up forward 3, another fantastic move, crushes lows, safe mid and knockdown, leaves them in that bounce state. And the last one is the counter hit of Cat 1. All of those were normal hit except for Cat. Those were just every regular day hits. And you get these free follow-ups. So the follow-ups you do from the bounce state, the simplest one is forward 3. That works on just about everything. It has the best range. You could do down 1+2. The punch stomp does a little bit more damage, but you got to be closer. But if you're super close, forward 1+2 is the best. And the reason why is this has a clean hit detection. If I'm out here, and you can see I just hit him with the tip of that attack, that does 26 damage. But if I'm close, it's 33 damage, and you see where it says clean. So when this move connects at point blank range, it does 6 bonus damage. And that also applies in these combos. And notice it says 104%. You get your bonus damage from a clean hit, like no matter what. So it's a huge jump. If you're close enough to do that, forward 1+2 is the follow-up you want to get. You just got to watch for your distance sometimes. Like we talked about back 1, I don't think I can reach that. That's pretty far. So you might want to just stick to forward 3 for that case. So get used to it. Pick the one you like and stick with it if you want to. It doesn't matter. But forward 1+2 is the best where applicable. The other move that does this is the counter hit on Cat 1+2. Same bounce state. Whoops. The difference is you're forced into Wolf. You can't just do whatever you want. You can't do those 3 other options. So since you're into Wolf, just do Wolf 1 or Wolf 2. Right? They're both guaranteed to take a pick and do that. You can't do the basic options because of the stance. Otherwise, it's the exact same bound. The next group are grounded hits. They're not spikes necessarily. Some of them kind of float to the ground, but you get to hit them before they stand up no matter what. All with the same set of moves. There are 8 of these as well. 4-3, that second hit causes that little twirl to the ground. Full crouch down forward 3 does the same thing. Forward 4-3-1. When that third hit lands by itself, even a counter hit, you don't get that. This move just kind of sucks. But it is there. If that lands, there's like that spike on the ground. But you notice how they bounce away too. That's going to change things. So not the best move. Not looking great for this one, but it's on the list. Down forward 4-4. Spike to the head right in the ground. Leaves them at your feet. Counter hit of 1-2-4. Twirls them to the ground. Counter hit sidestep 2. Spikes them into the ground. Counter hit down 1. Spikes them into the ground. And your counter hit back 4 twirls them to the ground. So all 8 of these moves have the same set of follow-ups, and among them is forward 3. That works really well. You can do the punch stomp. Whoops. Not a natural combo. You can sometimes even dash up and do the punch stomp. It's fine. Or the best damage option you get, up forward 3. Drop that heel on them for the most damage. The caveat with that is you cannot be too close. For example, if you do that one, you can jump right over them sometimes. Right? Just like that, you miss. But if you're like way back here, you're good. You can delay it and fix that, but you don't want to delay a ton. It's a little difficult. So if you're super far away, forward 3 might be a necessity. And in fact, for this, forward 3 is the only thing that works. You don't have the time or space to do anything else. And if you're too close, you can't do up forward 3. So you got to learn to judge those based on the situation. Down forward 4, if you're close, won't work, but it will if you're far. So you gotta learn those and just sort of feel it out. But be ready, right? Every time you do down forward 4, be ready for your follow-up, right? Be ready to let him rip with whatever it might be at the time. The last one that is like this is horse 4. Same situation, except you're locked into a stance. So you might as well just do wolf 2. That's pretty much all you get there. You don't have the same choices because of the stance, but you still get your follow-up. The same spike, different result. Last category are hit stun combos. Moves that leave your opponent in such hit stun, you get to hit him again for free. We recently talked about counter hit forward 2. Makes it 17 frames instead of 15. Without heat mode being involved, you need the counter hit to get this, but you get horse 1 for free, which does more damage and takes you into wolf with more pressure. That's very cool. Or you can use that counter hit and get horse 2 for free, which is your heat engager. Both really good options. Conversely, down forward 2, your best way into cat, does the same thing. Normal hit, you get your pressure mix up, but on counter hit, you get cat 3, heat engager for free. So that's a kind of nice touch. Your two basic main abusable ways to get into both horse and cat on counter hit will let you get heat engagers. Very cool touch. I like that a lot. Down 2, this low is probably your best low because of these properties. As a low in a vacuum, it's kind of garbage. -4 is not very good, but it does go under highs. The fact that it goes under highs can get you counter hits, which means 4-2 is guaranteed, or full crouch down forward 2, also guaranteed into heat engager. So you could do 4-2 into a cat mix-up, or you could do down forward 2 into the heat dash and whatever from there, off your counter hit down 2. So that makes that your best low because of those options. Those are going to show up more often than you think. You kind of catch this counter hit quite frequently. Not quite a Dragunov down 2, but it's close because its rewards are really nice. Back 3-1 is a little natural string, but it's not safe, so you don't want to do it all day long. But if you happen to get that second hit by itself as a counter hit, it's +14. And actually, if you get it at just the right distance, it can be 15, but there's nowhere for you to tell the difference. The +15 is real. If that said 15, you'd be able to do that move into hop kick, but you have no way to tell if it was actually 14 and you get boned. So in my opinion, just stick to 14, which is Political Storm for free. Forward 1+2, 3, 1+2, guaranteed when that lands as a counter hit. As soon as you hear that sound, bang, Political Storm. This is the same case off of Sidestep 4. Sidestep 4. Political Storm, as soon as you hear that sound. I screwed up the input. I did the old input. A little bit late. Oh, still late again. This is a tricky one. There you go. Anyway, it's +14. You got to be quick, though. You cannot miss out on that. That's 24. That doubles the damage and gives you a heat engager. So counter hit Sidestep 4. Really good move. That says 16 on normal hit, but they can block. That's not a real 16, right? You can see I can just, they can block. It's fine. But when it's a counter hit, that 14 is a real 14. Political Storm is free. Next up is forward 3-4. That second hit, as well as quarter circle 4. Quarter circle 4 is just the exact same animation with one hit, which is way better because the 2-hit version is going to get ducked a lot. But either way, both of those are +10. You get a 1-2-2 guaranteed, just like that. 1-2-2 in a cat mix-up. So those are a lot of good things, right? There's tons of bonus damage to be had. There's extra stance transitions. There's heat engagers everywhere. Just be ready for when you do these moves for the follow-up. Like I said, you don't want to do blank unless you're ready to do what it does. So you don't have to have them all memorized, but is this a good reason to start using these moves for the most part? Like down forward 4-4 is a great move, period. Even if you never follow up, you get +8 on block or +6 on block. You get knocked down. That's great. But the fact that you get the stomp is just icing on the cake. So you want to remember these as much as you can. Start working these moves in, but just learn them little by little. You don't have to know all of this stuff right away. Just remember as you're working on, basic pokes, oh yeah, this poke has a follow-up. Or you're working on horse stance, oh yeah, horse 3 gets me that bounce state. I can hit him again. Just learn them at your own pace and add to the layers. Little by little. You'll get them all eventually. Even though if you don't know them all, you'll get enough and it'll start getting better and better. Your gameplay will start getting better and better.